There we go. Yay! Alright, let's see. There we go. Okay, back on track. There we go. Now we're up and running again. Watch that. Art, 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 art.
Coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't.
Alright, let's get Donation Goblin going.
All the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me.
Okay.
Is anybody there?
There is probably a much easier way to fucking do this, but, oh well.
Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut, but I can see the void between you and me. And I feel like I'm going insane. Help me.
That's vector, right?
Is anybody
Yeah, okay, good. Alright, vectors, 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 vectors. Whee! Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Okay.
Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. From the sun, beyond stars, I hear their song. They're coming closer, talking without sound, calling me home. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. Save me. I'm running out of air. I'm running out of air. I'm running Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend? For it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end. No, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, keep holding on. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
What you doing? Hi, kitty.
Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
Za uwe fru ik ni maya nifta banting nikunting nari Tumpaya katos ake akatos ekong talana weruta asi Za uwe fru ik ni maya nifta banting nikunting nari Tumpaya katos ake akatos ekong talana weruta asi Za uwe fru ik ni maya nifta banting nikunting nari Tumpaya katos ake akatos ekong talana weruta asi Za uwe fru ik ni maya nifta banting nikunting nari Tumpaya
sensations flow through your glow. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. How you always push me through, unforgettable. The way I feel with you, unbelievable. How you always push me through, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified.
That's better.
Electrified with you. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. How you always push me through, electrified.
I'm alone here on my island, floating in the sky. I'm high above the world I used to know. And I'm far from any danger, safe from any failure. Guarded, I found shelter in the storm. I'm hiding in the blue, safe between the clouds. In the blue, where I can't be found. Was a soldier in the legions, fought against the demons, fought against the monsters made of gold. But they stormed across Arcadia, following the nature, washed away the place I once called home. I'm hiding in the blue, safe between the clouds. In the blue, where I can't be found. I'm hiding in the blue. I'm
Haha, donation goblin. Yes, Art. Hello. How you doing, CD? Believe it or not, I am originally an art streamer. I'm not overly good at it, but you can tell me what's up. What's up? What's up? Guess the other cheek would be there.
Once a realm on the shoulders
How's that
of
look?
giants, forged with ember and
Nope.
gold.
Too many cheeks.
An
Doesn't matter if you're good at. Yeah, no, that's it. That's actually exactly what I tell everybody else. Is that it doesn't actually matter whether you're good at it or not. As long as you're doing it, just do it. Pretty much it.
tops kissed with snow. People held up the legends of bounty, reaping the peace that they sowed. By one in secret planted greed.
But the ceiling's up. What about? What do you mean the ceiling is up?
Seasons change like the turning of tides. The blossoms started to fade. The air grew heavy, electric and warning. The greedy knelt down and they prayed. They begged for peace, for the legends of bounty. No one planted a soul. The secrets grow like the storm in the distance came to collect what they owed.
The ceiling. It's. Oh yes, the ceiling is. I'm sorry. I'm not up on top of everything right now. Yes, you are correct. The ceiling is up. That is what's up. The ceiling, clouds, and light fixtures. Those are all definitely up, yes. I'm not up. I'm not on the uptake tonight. There, how's that look? How you like that?
Now a lost land is fading in silence, haunted by demons and ghosts.
And it probably looks terrible, but you're cooked. Why are you cooked right now? You should not be cooked. Unless that's new definition of cooked, in which case I guess that's a good thing. Stayed up till 5 a.m. No! Bad! Hello! Howdy howdy. KB Rocks 88. How you doing? Let's see. I think that one's alright. This one don't know. I'm doing alright. I'm doing an art stream for the first time in like forever. So there's that, which is kind of nice because I haven't done art, much less than I haven't done a stream in a long time. You can ask CD, and I haven't done an art stream in absolutely forever because I haven't been feeling like trying to deal with trying to do art. Let's see, what should I do next? I have these are called brain goblins. They are a series of goblin stickers, question mark, that I did a long time ago. About a year and a half ago. And the running joke is that I am not a person. I am 27 goblins in a trench coat. And so these are the varying goblins that run the skunkette mech that is me. So I'm turning them into legit little stickers. Look like Clash of Clan goblins. I don't know what that is, actually. I don't know what that is. Let's see, do I want to do... I'll do popcorn. I'll do popcorn goblin. Let's see. Puppy. Ah! Scale. I still have the notebook that all of these guys are in. And I was doing them kind of like a one-a-day kind of thing. And they're just like varying emotions or emotional states or all this kind of shit that I was doing.
Been waiting for so long. The winds have grown strong. The birds have come and gone.
I'm trying to turn them into sticker designs now. But yeah, I've never played Clash of Clan. I know that it's a game. I know that it's a mobile game, but I've never actually played that one. So, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Apply that transformation and start a vector layer. Let's drop your opacity just a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. Aw, thanks for the follow, I appreciate it. I'm not very consistent in streaming, but I'm trying to get better. Songs currently playing are from Fat Rat. I should draw one with sunglasses and a pina colada. I actually... hold on, I have one... If you ever want to see them, you can join Suki is OK's Discord. I'll throw a link up here in a minute. They're in the stuffy pile. I have one... I have so many. I legitimately, I think at last count I had 57 brain goblins that I'd drawn. And let's see, I don't have one. You know, I don't think I do have one with sunglasses and a drink. I have lots and lots of them, but I don't think I have one with sunglasses. I have one that's flipping people off. I have, I guess if I was gonna call it something, it would be, Kiss Ass. Because it's turned around and it's patting its ass like Kiss My Ass with one hand, and it's flipping you off with the other one. Hold on, let me pull that one up. You can see it. Let's see. Not it. Angry. Fire starting. Ripping ears. Happy Dance. Who Let Me Have Fire? There it is. There it is. I have this one. I may do this one instead of popcorn. Let's see. I got it. Nope. Okay, so let's do it. Hold on. I'll just open up another one. It's got to get done eventually anyway, so I may as well. So I'm gonna try to knock out several of them tonight. This one's great. I love this one. My work friend really liked this one too. It was one of her favorites. And originally I actually had changed it to where it was just waving by and saying "kiss my ass" as it was leaving. And I oh, my YouTube is judging me. There we go. And she was like, no, 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 put the middle finger back on it. It was great. And so I changed it back to the original, which was this, where it was flipping you off as it was leaving. So there's this one. Just the secondary version of that is let's see, where is it? Nope. I'm not even joking when I say I legitimately have like I have 57 of these at last count. Copy. It actually, for some reason, oh no, that's because it is different. Okay, hold on. This one is actually a different one, and then there's this one. I am using Clip Studio, largely because, and I have used Krita. I love Krita. It's awesome. I was originally using what was it? Paint Tool Sai. But I managed to get Clip Studio when it was on like a super sale at like 60 or 70% off, so I only paid like $50 for it. And I had been seeing a whole lot of other artists, especially artists that I both followed for years and years and years on Tumblr and on TikTok that were using it. This is the other one. This is the other Kiss My Ass Goblin. But I really wanted this one for the main reason that I wanted Clip Studio specifically was because of the animation software that's in it. I do have Krita. I've used Krita, I've used Fire Alpaca, I've used Sai, and this works a lot. Like, usually I default to Sai, and in using Sai, I got really used to like these features over here, having my color picker over here. The vector tools are something that I use a lot of, and if you stick around, you'll see how I'm using my vector tools, which is probably 100% wrong. But like everything in my life, I do everything wrong. And in doing just literally everything wrong, I'm pretty sure that I do this. Opinions on honey? As in the food, the program, or the web browser extension? Oh. That's 3 more stickers that I've got queued up anyway. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay. So yeah, I've got this Kiss My Ass. This is Fuck You, and then I've got Watch 'em eating popcorn. Honey itself as a food, though, is definitely my favorite. But yeah, so I used Paint Tool Sai for... Oh, yes. It is absolutely... That's the other thing that I use Clip Studio for, is because it is compatible not just with any certain type of, the things peas make. Clip Studio is compatible with all tablets, as in it can be, if you're using the tools up here, you can, any tablet that will work on your computer will also work with Clip Studio. And Clip Studio has like a really nice, and the other reason that I got into it is because it's got really nice selection of brushes, as well as an entire library of brushes, of 3D models to help you with layouts, of manga models, and just the library, the library for Clip Studio is really nice. And the other thing that I was looking for with it, and the reason that I went ahead and paid for it, and this is absolutely 100% not sponsored, nothing, I just really like the program. You create an account with it, and it will automatically download all of your brushes and all of your settings onto whatever next computer you install it onto. It's okay, CD. You don't have to get the art talk. As for my opinions on honey, I absolutely love honey. Honey is one of the best things in the world. I appreciate all different types of honey that I can get from all different types of bees. And I can actually taste the difference between honey sources. And I have actually annoyed apiary stalls at the farmer's market before, because he was like, oh, you can't tell what kind of honey this is, because he thought I was just talking out of my ass. I was not, in fact, talking out of my ass. He handed me one, and he was like, alright, well, what's this one? And I was like, ooh, clover honey. And he goes, alright, that one was easy. What about this one? And I was like, this one is sourwood. And he goes, okay. And he goes, and he hands me one, and he goes, alright, what's this one? And I go, that one was lavender. And he goes, no, it wasn't, it was orange. And he checked the jar, and he had handed me lavender when he thought he had handed me orange. And he was like, alright, you win. So I have a super snoz. I have the ability to no, you're the wrong color. Why are you the wrong color? I have the ability to smell things and taste things that people are not supposed to be able to. I have a super snoz. I can smell, I'm one of the few people in the world that can smell, I can smell cyanide, so it's kind of hard to poison me. The downside to this is that I also can't eat a lot of things because I can smell them, and I can taste things that other people just can't taste. Oh, that's why it's doing it. It's on the bronchoplasty. Okay. So yeah, that was one of my favorite things to do at the farmer's market, is to find the honey dealers and see whether they're telling the truth about where their honey's from, and if they've got single or multi-source honey. Which, let's be frank, most honey is multi-source, and it's really difficult to get single-source honey. One of my favorite honeys was actually a strawberry honey that came from a very lovely bee lord who would take their hives out to go pollinate the strawberry fields. And so the honey that they made was pretty much just strawberry honey. And oh my god, that was my favorite honey in the world. And that bee lord actually retired a long time ago, and I have never been able to get strawberry honey again. Although I recently found that there's a strawberry farm where I am that uses bees, which is nice, and has dedicated hives, and they may have strawberry honey, so I'm hoping at some point to go down there and go get some strawberry honey from them. You'll see me do a bunch of stupid shit with the way that I do my art, and that's because I, like many other things, don't do this right. Of strawberry honey or bee lords, because bee lords are really cool and they're actually fascinating. They are people who take their bees out to farms in order to make sure that the farms get pollinated. So they'll go to farms that produce things like nuts or stone fruit. Pretty much any kind of stone fruit has to be pollinated by bees. They'll go to berry farms and stuff like blackberry and stuff like that because those have to be pollinated by bees. And they actually have, whenever they basically, their whole shtick is that they produce bees specifically to take to farms so that the farms can have those hives, and then they'll, if at the end of the season, they'll relocate it. They'll relocate the hive. So you have a funny story? Alright, what's your funny story?
Don't wanna say it, but I love it when you hurt me. Don't ever change it, 'cause I love it when you hurt me. Don't think I'd make it if you ever did desert me. I know I shouldn't, but I love it when you hurt me. I think about it.
You forgot? Yeah, that sounds about right. So, yeah. I have a funny story, but it has to do... I'd have to turn my music down for it, which you guys would probably appreciate anyway, because it's probably too loud, as usual. Turn my music down. There we go. You can't hear it at all, but... It's also changing songs, so it's gonna take it a second. If you are interested in hearing a very odd sort of story, I have a story. It's completely ridiculous is what it is. and it has to do with a radio station, a casino, and a year's worth of fast food, which is great. Um, but I don't know if you guys are actually interested in hearing that. I will fix these fingers here in just a minute. It does sound like a bad joke, and the bad part is that it actually happened to me, which makes it even funnier because anybody who knows me knows that this is pretty much my life all the time is when shit like this happens. So what happened was I used to work writing yeah, pretty much. I used to work riding a these school buses in my area. I was not the pilot of the giant yellow dragons, but I was the co-pilot. Um, so, unfortunately, my coworker really, really, really liked country music, and so she insisted on uh, having the radio set to this nationally known country music station. I'm not gonna like drop names or anything because a the very lovely lady that was part of the radio station asked me not to, but b it doesn't matter what the radio station was because the thing is that this is a national radio station. They play country music, and they host like a lot of radio stations. They host um, contests all the time. And I I hate country music. And it's not because I hate country music. Oh, but I listen to everything but country. It's legitimately because modern country um is largely just crap. Okay? It really is. Um I actually have a notebook that is filled with reasoning as to why this station should not have been being played uh, on the school bus with the children that we were uh, escorting from place to place. Because country music is not child appropriate. It really, really, it really isn't. Um, and I actually have a notebook, and that was actually, I was going to make a TikTok series based on why country music is not child appropriate and all the things because she was constantly telling me, oh, the conversations you're having with children are not appropriate. They are not age appropriate. Those are not. And I'm like, the music that you have on that I do not have any control over, by the way, because you are the one who is insisting on playing it, is not child appropriate. And I like, I was never able to make that series, but I have the notebook still of notes as to why uh, country music is not child appropriate. And so this radio station, like I said, is a nationally known radio station. It has contests all the time. And for Veterans Day, they were like, hey, you can nominate a vet. Now, my family is full of vets. And specifically, my mom and dad are both veterans. They were both in the military. And I would have gone military, but I physically couldn't. I have health issues and I couldn't go into the military. So I was like, oh, okay. And one of the prizes for this contest was that you would get $150 worth of O'Charlie's gift card. Now, my mom really likes O'Charlie's, my dad likes O'Charlie's, and I thought, oh, that's really cool. I can get O'Charlie's. It's kind of March. It's going to be awesome. I can do that. And I was like, it's not going to hurt to enter into this stupid little contest. I'm stuck on this stupid bus every day. I'm going to enter into this contest. And just, if I win, great. If I don't, no skin off of my back. So I did. I entered into the contest, and it was like, hey, explain your vet's story, what they did. We might share this. Well, might need a picture. We choose your vet, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, okay. And I submitted everything in, and then I forgot about it. Well, a month later, right before Mother's Day, I get an email. And it's the radio station. The radio station says, hey, we chose your mom as our vet. We would like to get some more information from you. Hey, can we do that? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. And they go, that's really awesome. And I get a call from them. And we're talking. And I'm giving her all of the information. I'm giving the very nice lady. And she goes, yeah, so your prize is going to be $150 to this restaurant. And I was like, awesome! We love this restaurant. My mom loves this restaurant. My dad loves this restaurant. That'll be really cool. And they're like, yeah, and you get a 2-night stay at this casino. And I was like, oh, wait, what? I was like, that wasn't part of the thing. They go, yeah, that was an added on thing. They decided to sponsor this thing, and so you get a 2-night stay with dinner and everything at this casino. And they were like, and you get to go to the races. This is because where I am is, of course, we have the horse racing and stuff like that is really popular. And so they were like, yeah, you can go to the horse races. You're gonna get a couple of nights here. It's 2 nights plus dinner, and that's gonna be really cool. And I was like, oh, cool. That is like legitimately really awesome. My mom will absolutely love that. And they were like, awesome, yay, great. And I was like, cool. And I got all the information, and I did all of this stuff. And I was like, okay, so how do I go about getting this prize package from the hotel and casino? And they go, okay, they will be reaching out to you because that's on their marketing team. So they're going to be reaching out to you, and just keep an ear out for it. And I was like, awesome. And so I told Mom, and my mom got really excited. She got like really super excited, and we found out that this particular casino hosts odd sort of races. And one of the odd races that they host is they do ostrich races once a year, and they do dash hound races. And so I told Mom this, and she was really super excited. And she tells her sisters, she's got a bunch of sisters, and she tells her sisters, and she's like, the sisters were all like, oh wow, that sounds really cool. And her sisters immediately start trying to convince her to take them instead of me with her to go to this weekend, because we were going to go on a weekend, and we were going to go and see the ostrich races and the camel races. We were going to go see we were going to go see the camel races, we were going to go see the ostrich races, we were going to go to the casino, we were going to go have this fun time. And her sisters get onto her, and they're like, hey, you should take us, not your daughter. Even though I'm the one who won the fucking thing for her in the first place. And they had abso-fucking nothing to do with it. And they were trying to convince her to take them, not me. So that was irritating enough. But I start waiting for the hotel to actually call me and say, hey, yeah, here's your thing. And they don't call, and they don't call, and they don't call. And so I call the radio station. Okay, by this point, we've gotten... It only took like a week or so for the radio station to send the gift cards for the restaurant to us. And so we have those set aside, and the plan was we were going to take the gift cards, we were going to have dinner, we were going to go to the casino, go to the races, go stay at the hotel, come back, and then have dinner again on the way back because it was like $150. We were like, yeah, we can eat pretty cheap for $150. And so we were going to have dinner at the restaurant, we were going to do all the fun stuff, and then we were going to go home. It was going to be a whole weekend thing for Mother's Day. That's the important part. All of this is happening, and we were going to do it all for Mother's Day. Okay. Hotel doesn't get back to me. So I contact the radio station. I'm like, hey, they haven't gotten back to me. Can you call them? And they're like, okay, yeah, let me call them. And so the radio station calls them. They don't get back to them. They said, we'll get back to them within a couple of days. Another week goes by. It passes Mother's Day, and I start calling the hotel, and I'm like, hey, I need to talk to somebody about this. I won this through the radio station. I'm supposed to have this. We've already missed out on this, and I just want my prize package. Just give me the prize package. I need the prize package. My mom is getting antsy at this point, and she's like, we're never going to be able to go. And I'm like, I'm getting upset. And so I call them up, and I go, hey, where's the prize package? And they're going, we'll get back to you about that. You need to talk to marketing. And every time I call marketing, I get a fucking voicemail that says, this voicemail is full. She is not answering her voicemail. And I'm like, So it's like, she's not here. And I call back, and I'm like, I need to talk to somebody in marketing. As it turns out, this casino and hotel and everything is just down the street from me. It's not that far. It's about a 20-minute drive from my house. And so I finally decide, alright, you guys want to fuck around. I'm going to just come down there, and I'm going to have a conversation face-to-face with you people about this, because this is getting ridiculous. So I go down there, and I go, hey, I won this prize package from the radio station. You guys were supposed to call me back. So-and-so did not call me back. They have not gotten back to me whatsoever. And I'm getting real tired of this. My mom is getting frustrated. I'm getting super frustrated. This is not really acceptable. What is going on? And they go, well, you need to talk to marketing. I'm like, that's who I'm here to talk to. Where is the marketing director? Because this is not a good... This just isn't working real well. And they go, hold on, we'll get you somebody. So here I am sitting in the lobby, waiting, and they're like, let me talk to, and I'm like, bring them down and let me talk to them. I'm not a very terrifying looking person, but I am a very serious looking person when I want to be. And when I'm wanting to be serious, and I don't like being serious, I can be rather intimidating. And apparently I was intimidating enough that they really didn't like that I was sitting in their lobby waiting for them to find this fucking person. Apparently they had gone through the marketing person that had been there, had suddenly left, and had left no actual instructions or anything behind. And they were like, we don't know where this is. We're sorry. And I'm like, yeah, so am I, because my mom was really looking forward to coming down here for Mother's Day, and here it is June, and we can't do this, and now we can't do the fun little racing thing because we don't really have all that much interest in the horse racing, but we did have a lot of interest in doing the camel racing and the dash hound racing, and that's all over. We can't do that anymore. So now here I am, and I'm not happy with the way this was handled. This was not handled in a really great way. And they're like, yeah, we're really sorry about that. And I'm like, that's fine, but this is not okay. And so they make it up. Aw, thanks for the follow. So they go, okay, we're gonna do this. And what they did was they said, okay, we don't normally, for this particular thing, it has like a bunch of stipulations on it. You can't use it during, here's where it is. It turned out what had happened was the emails from the radio station and all of the people that had gotten this particular prize package had gotten lost basically in the spam folder, and they hadn't been checking the spam folder. So I was apparently the only one to actually be constantly calling in trying to figure out what the fuck was going on with this. And so they were like, yeah, we're really sorry about that. Here you go. We're taking the limitations off of yours. So when you come, you're going to have like $50 a day worth of play for the casino. You're going to have your 2-night stay. You're going to have free food at our hotel restaurants. We're giving you, instead of giving you just a meal voucher for 2 meals, we're actually going to be giving you this gift card that is good for all of the restaurants here on the premises. And I was like, okay, cool. That's nice enough. Awesome. Thank you. That kind of, made up for the fact that this was an entire fucking bullshit thing. And so I'm happy with this. I'm generally happy with this. I finally got everything down. And they were like, okay, we're going to put this up here at the front. Whenever you come to check in, just tell us when you're checking in, and we will get everything taken care of. We'll get you signed up for the rewards and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, awesome, cool. Okay. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I was like, okay, cool. And I tell my mom, and my mom is like really excited again, and she's really happy that we're gonna be going, and we start to get ready. Well, every single time we get ready to go out and go do this weekend at the casino, something happens. My dad ended up losing his leg. He then ended up catching COVID. I caught COVID. Mom caught COVID. Mom ended up in the hospital for like 2 weeks due to a heart incident. And so every single time we would try to go out there, it would get fucked up. So I finally decide, well, alright, fine. Since we're not going to the damn thing, and they said that, it's all good, I've got this thing that says, hey, just come down, do the thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just do this at some point. As long as we use it before October 31st, we're good. And so we basically just keep on waiting. We keep putting it off over the summer. Since I had to work until the summer, we had to wait until the summer was done. When the summer was done, we were like, okay, we're going to make plans, but every single time we made plans, something would happen. Like I said, my dad lost his leg, my mom got sick, my dad got sick, I got sick, and so we kept putting it off and putting it off, and so we finally go, and we're going to go use the gift cards for for the restaurant. And we go to use the gift cards to the restaurant, and we're thinking, because they sent us 5 gift cards, that logic says each one of those gift cards should have $30 on it. So I take it in, and I make an order, and I take it in to go pay for it, and they scan the gift card, and the gift card says $150. And I go, what? And they go, yeah, this is $150. And I was like, cool. I have 5 of those. So instead of sending me $150 in gift cards. She sent me $750 in gift cards for the restaurant. And I call her up because I'm like, oh shit, she is going to be in so much trouble. The very nice lady that I talked to is going to be in so much trouble. So I call her up and I'm like, hey, the gift cards that you sent me. And she's like, yeah, how are you liking them? And I'm like, they were 150 each. And she goes, yeah, I found out about, I thought they were 30. I was like, I thought they were 30. And they go, yeah. It's okay. I was like, do I need to send these back to you so you, like, don't lose your job? And she goes, no. It's okay. You deserve them because we've had so much trouble. Because I had to, because of all the trouble with the hotel and everything like that, I had already explained to her what had happened with the hotel. And she was like, you just go ahead and keep those. It's fine. And I was like, you're not going to get in trouble. And she goes, nah, it's fine. My boss already understands. I already explained to it. I was like, cool. So we just kind of set those aside. I speak very little Spanish. I used to speak Spanish with my grandpa Jose, and my tío, but I've lost most of my Spanish, and so I haven't practiced in a really long time, so I can only speak very little Spanish now, and my pronunciation is absolutely atrocious. But thank you. I speak better Japanese. But yeah, so I'm talking to her, and she was like, yeah, just go ahead and keep all of those. She was like, take your family and your friends out. And I was like, I probably absolutely will do that, yes. And so we kind of kept those aside for emergency funds, which I was very grateful for. She was really great. And so this whole time, I'm still trying to figure out when we are going to go do this thing, because it's like it has a timer on it. We have to use it before the end of the year, before the end of October. And so I talked to Mom and I'm like, hey, all right, let's go do this weekend, because we can't use it on a holiday weekend. They had already told us that. And that's understandable. And we couldn't use it during a weekend that they had a concert going on. And that's because it is a very long story. It is an extremely long story because I haven't even gotten to the good part of it yet. But we're finally working on it. We finally get to where we can go to this weekend that we've been really looking forward to. I ended up losing my job. And I ended up losing my job because I got injured. And since I was injured, and I was injured really badly, we're like, okay, no, we're going on this stupid weekend. I want to go and have fun. And so we go, and we get to the hotel. Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably my connection. Let me check my OBS. Frames missed due to lag. No? My connection seems to be doing okay. Still probably my connection, to be honest. I seem to be okay. I don't know if I am or not, but... So we get to the hotel, and I am in a wheelchair at this point. My mom is permanently in a wheelchair. So we've got two people in a wheelchair. We roll up, and I go up to him and I'm like, hey, I first off, forgot a part. I called them and I was like, hey, I'd like to do this package deal that I won. And they go, you can't use that on a weekend. And I'm like, that's not one of the stipulations I was told. And they check, And sure enough, I am fully allowed to use mine on a weekend because of all the shit that I've already had to go through in order to get just to get the damn weekend. Um, so they they finally let us book it. We book it for that weekend, and it's the week right before the tickets the package completely expires. And I we go there, I get mom packed up, we get everything done, we're doing good. We get there, I go to check in and they're like, "Hey, awesome, nice to meet you, nice to see you. Hope you enjoy your stay." And I go, "Okay, we've got the handicap accessible suite, right?" And they go, "Yes, we got the handicap accessible suite." Awesome. Fantastic. And we've got our play reward stuff for the casino, right? They go, "Yes, you've got the play." Good. They said, we've got the play reward stuff, and they go, "Yes, here's how you get that. Here's how you redeem all of that." Hold on. Sorry. So we get through all of that, and we check in, and they hand us the things, and we're like, "Awesome, we're gonna go to the casino. We're gonna go get into the room. We're gonna go get settled into the room, and we're gonna settle down. We're gonna get some dinner. We're gonna go hit the casino up." And so we're like, oh, they go, "Hey, you might want to go and get the casino stuff so that you can get that added onto your account first, so that you can have all of that play credit to use in the casino." And so we go to get that. Now, you have to understand the way that casinos are laid out. They're made so that you have to uh, go through and past a whole bunch of machines and stuff to encourage you to use the machines. Yeah. I have I been to Utah? No, I've been to Colorado. I have not been to Utah. And if you want me to stop telling the story, I'll stop telling this story. It's a very long story. But for this particular uh, casino, a lot of the time they'll have carpeted areas in a casino to help minimize the sounds coming from the machines and stuff. So if you're in a manual wheelchair, and like I said, I had just recently been seriously injured. I'd torn my ACL in my left leg, and so I was not very comfortable, and I was having a lot of trouble moving, and so I had my wheelchair, and my mom has her wheelchair because she's permanently in a wheelchair due to disability. And so I'm trying to move around in this casino and I can't because they do not have the casino area with plastic lining. Now, a lot of places in order to be handicap accessible and in order to be specifically wheelchair accessible, places with carpeting are supposed to have um, plastic lining, kind of like that stuff that you see in old people's houses where they've got like it's there specifically so that the carpet doesn't mess up your wheels and cause so much friction that your wheelchair or your roller rators or anything like that can't move successfully on the carpet. So there is actually a reason for that plastic lining that you'll see in carpeted areas and places like nursing homes or stuff like that. And it's there. That's why it's there. It's there specifically for helping with keeping the wheels of roller rators and stuff from catching and being really difficult to move, because you don't want to have to try to fight the carpeting in order to move anywhere in a area that has carpeting. Unfortunately, they did not have this set up properly for wheelchairs. And in not having it set up, I was fighting, just trying to get to the back area where the payout area was, so that I could get our credits added to our little account. So I fight my way across this carpeting all the way to the back. I'm having to hold on to my mom's chair, which is moving at a snail's pace because of the carpeting grabbing onto the carpets and grabbing onto our wheels and causing so much friction. We get all the way to the back. I hand them this ticket. Now, I've already had to fight so freaking hard just to get this. I hand her the ticket and she goes, "Oh, I can't make you an account with this because it expired yesterday." It what? And she goes, "Yeah, it expired yesterday." Now I have rolled my wheelchair the equivalent of half a football field to get to this stupid and I'm like, I need it. What? I go, "Can you call up to the front?" She goes, "No, you have to take this all the way back up to the front and have them fix it." And I'm like, "But why?" And so I have to turn around. I've got Mom with me, and she takes me back up to the front. And at this point, my mom is getting tired. I am just flat out fucking exhausted. Go back up to the front, and I'm like, having to mentally be ready to fight this fight with them, because at this point, I'm like, I don't want to fight this anymore. Why was this vacation so hard to get? And I get back up to the front and I'm like, "Hey, you handed me this. You checked it and made sure everything was in there. But nobody checked the dates. And it expired yesterday, which is 2 weeks before the package itself expired. And now it's really hard for me to go back there and register us just to get the free play we're supposed to be getting." She goes, "I'm so sorry. Let me start calling and fixing that." So she starts making calls. At this point, I send Mom up to the room to go start getting settled into the room because she's getting really tired. And I'm down there for another 45 minutes, and I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. So they're having to call up a bunch of stuff, and they're confirming everything, and they're doing this and they're doing that. And I'm like, I'm just gonna go up to my room and go deal. And they're like, "Yeah, we'll call you whenever we get this sorted out." And I'm like, "Thanks, I appreciate it." So I go up there. I go up to the room and I start getting ready. And the room that they gave us only had one bed, which was irritating, but it was the handicap accessible room, which we needed, and I cared more about it being a handicap accessible room, and it had a fold out bed. I'm perfectly fine with a fold out bed. I go to fold out the fold out bed. I pick up I take the cushions off the bed. I look down. There are pills in the fold out bed. Just like a handful of random medications. in the fold-out bed. And I just stop. And I'm looking at it. I'm going, you have to be fucking kidding me. And I look at Mom. I go, there's pills in the bed. And she goes, what? And I go, there's pills in the sofa. In the sofa cushion. There's just pills. And she goes, what kind of pills? I'm like, I don't know. They're pills. And she goes, the fuck? And she looks over, and sure enough, there's like 5 or 6 just random fucking medications from the shoved into the middle of bed. And I'm like, I don't know if these are legal or illegal. She goes, call the security team. And I was like, okay. So I call down and I'm like, hey, your housekeeping team, they didn't clean this room. And she goes, I'm so sorry. What makes you think that? And I'm like, there's pills in the sofa. And she goes, there's what? And I go, yeah, there's pills in the sofa. And she goes, we're gonna move you to another room. And I'm like, I appreciate that, cause this isn't real great. She goes, I am so sorry. So they have to move us to another room. So we have to take all of our shit that we had just started getting unpacked and put it into another room, which is not handicap accessible. And we've already been fighting with these damn doors because the whole hotel is not very handicap friendly. It's not really ADA friendly at all. So we get moved to a different room, and they're like, we only have one more room available. I'm like, it's fine, as long as it's clean. They go, yeah, it's fine. We got you. And I'm like, I appreciate it. And they move us to another room, and sure enough, the other room has is clean. It's much better. There are not pills in the fucking sofa. And it actually had 2 beds, so that was actually nice. It just was not handicap accessible, which would have been a lot nicer. So we get that. We get the new room. And after about an hour and a half or so, they finally get the credit thing worked out. And so that was nice. They call us back up and they're like, hey, we got this worked out. Here's this. You can come on down and register for your players club. And I was like, cool, awesome. And I come down to, and at this point I'm using my mom's motorized chair because I'm like, I know that area, the whole casino area is just murder on my arms trying to use my manual chair. And so I go all the way through. I go back there to go register, and they're like, oh, you can't register for her. She has to come down here. And I'm like, oh my god. And so I get Mom down there. She registers. We get all of that taken care of. We blow through that day's worth of things. We're like, okay, we're going to get some food. You would think that it would be easy enough, but the restaurants there on site were pretty much closed at this point. So we decide, okay, well, we've only got like 2 or 3 meals worth of food from there. We wanted to get breakfast in the morning, so we had already decided we were going to get breakfast in the morning. And so we were like, we're going to go to the Sonic. It's just down the street. So we call Sonic, and I make the order at Sonic, and I go down and I go to pick it up. And what I ordered was not all that difficult. It was a chicken dinner, and it should have been nice and easy to deal with. Chicken dinner. Chicken tender dinner. Sounds easy, right? Yeah. Not on this vacation. Nothing on this vacation was the easy thing that it should have been. So I make the order. I go down there to go pick it up. At this point, I have gone up and down and up and down and up and down this fucking area. I hate elevators, by the way. I am terrified of elevators, and so I've been having to get in and out of this stupid elevator. The elevator has a point in it where it stops, and it like bumps, which is like the worst for me. So I'm already stressed out about everything else because nothing has gone right on this stupid trip. Um, and so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go down. I'm gonna get the food. I'm gonna come back. We're gonna have food. It's gonna be great. I order my food. I go down there. It was supposed to be a chicken tender dinner with, so it's supposed to have it was supposed to have onion rings, and it showed it with onion rings. Uh, and so I was like, all right, it's gonna have onion rings. I like onion rings. I'm gonna have onion rings. I'm gonna have chicken. It's gonna be fine. Tomorrow's a new day. It'll all be great. I wish that was how it had worked out. No chicken rings on mine. They made my mom's burger with onions. We don't like fresh onions. The only onions we like are onion rings. And they fucked up the order, like just completely fucked up the order. And I'm practically in tears at this point because I'm so tired of having to go up and down and deal with absolutely everything. And I'm just tired. And I call them up and I'm like, hey, you guys forgot part of my food. First off, they forgot my chili pie. I said, plus, you made the burger wrong. Plus, my chicken tender meal only has one freaking one freaking onion ring. Why does it only have one onion ring? It should have more than, it's supposed to have an order of onion rings. Oh no, it only has one onion ring. That's why they only picture one onion ring in it. And I'm like, onion rings. It's a chicken. What the fuck? And so I go down there and they're like, well, you can bring the food back. And so I take the food back and I'm like, can you just give me a refund for this? Because there's like 40 fucking bucks worth of food from fucking Sonic. And they were like, we can't give you a refund for that. I was like, can I just get fresh food then? Because all of this was cold when you gave it to me. And they go, well, so I go down there and I wait. And they treat me like I was a fucking, like I was trying to rob them or something because I wanted them to fix the order that they had fucked up. So I get back over there. They replace the food with, they give me a chili pie, but the chili pie has one, like, tablespoon of chili in it. The food is still wrong. They treated me like I was trying to fucking rob them because I wanted my onion rings. They're like, well, what do you want? You want me to just give you one onion ring? And I'm like, I just want the food that I ordered. And they go, and so I just give up. I go back to the hotel. And I'm crying the whole way back. I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm having a complete fucking meltdown because I am autistic. I am ADHD. I was not having a great time with any of this. The room that had pills in it, it's been a fucking fight just to do absolutely anything with this whole damn trip. And I'm trying to take care of myself, I'm trying to take care of my mom. It's just, none of it is working, and I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I'm upset, and I finally, and I get, thank you. I get back to the hotel, and I'm like trying to hold myself together, and I just like, I put on my mask, and I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna get in, I'll be fine. I go through, and they're like, hey, is everything okay? I'm like, it's fine, I'm just gonna go to bed. They go, okay, have a good night, and I'm like, okay. And I get into the elevator, and again, this elevator has like a jerk in it. It's upsetting. I get into it, and I just start yelling. I start crying. I start screaming, and I'm in an elevator. I'm figuring that there's no way that, you know, anybody's gonna bother me in the elevator. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not in a hotel room. I'm not bothering my mom. I'm not bothering the staff. I'm not doing anything. I'm just like, I'm crying and screaming, and I'm getting it out of my system. And I go back to the room, and I sit down. I get everything settled. I'm trying to eat. It's not working really well because I'm so upset. And the phone to the room rings, and I'm like, why is the phone to the room ringing? So I answer it, and she goes, are you okay? Security called me, and they said that they saw you crying and screaming in the elevator, and so I was wondering if you're really okay. Did something happen? And I just let out on her, and I tell her everything that happened. The stupid Sonic. And she goes, "Are you still hungry?" And I go, "I'm starving because I want the food that I wanted." And she goes, "Do you like pizza?" And I go, "Yeah, I like pizza." And she goes, "I'm gonna bring you a pizza." And this lady, this absolutely wonderful lady from the front desk, went over to the in-house restaurant and got Mom and I some pizza. She got a sandwich. She got us desserts. She got like chocolate cake. She brings it all up and she just has like this giant bag of food. And she like, "I'm hoping this will make it all a little bit better. I know that it's been really frustrating." And I'm like, "You're so wonderful." We open it up. It's a Philly cheesesteak. We wait until she's gone. I dive into the fucking chocolate cake. There's a chocolate cake, and I'm like, I'm eating the fucking chocolate cake. So I eat the chocolate cake, and I'm just tearing into this chocolate cake. And I finally decide, okay, I'm gonna try to eat some of the actual food. We open up the pizza, and the pizza is an everything pizza, so it's covered in onions and peppers. I'm allergic to peppers. Like, anaphylactically allergic to peppers. And I just break down and start sobbing in laughter, and it was horrible. It really was, because it was like, after all that, after everything, and it was covered in peppers and onions, the two things I am highly allergic to. And so we open up this sandwich, and the sandwich we open up, it was a Philly cheesesteak that was also covered in peppers and onions. And we were just like, we're not telling this absolutely wonderful lady that she tried to kill her. We still couldn't eat anything because I'm highly allergic to peppers and onions. And so we just kind of packed everything up. We're like, we're gonna take this home to my cousin that actually likes this stuff, and then let them have it. Something. Anything. We were not gonna tell that lady that she had basically tried to kill me because I'm highly allergic to peppers and onions. So, you would think that would be the height of how bad this weekend could have gotten. And you would be wrong. As we sleep, and we get up and we're like, we're gonna go down there and we're gonna go have some fun in the casino today. And all this is gonna be fine. Gonna be great. And, you know, we've had our one night, we've got one more night, and then we have to check out the next day. Should be fine, right? Should be great. Should be okay. It shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you'd fucking think. You'd fucking think. And we go down, and we have this really nice gift card setup that they gave us. They gave us like $300 or something like that, $150, whatever it was. They gave us a bunch of money to spend at the restaurants there. And so one of the restaurants they had this really nice cafe that has like breakfast foods and sandwiches and coffees and stuff like that. My mom goes, I want a coffee, and I'm like, awesome. Get her a coffee. I get hot cocoa. And I've got this big, because I'm in a wheelchair, I have a big travel mug that I take with me. My mom has her travel mug that she takes with her. Now, she is in a motorized wheelchair with a little basket on the front to keep all of her stuff in. Up to and including like her wallet, her purse, her medication and stuff can go into her purse, which we keep on the back of her chair. And mine, being a manual wheelchair, I have two bags on the back of my purse, on the back of my chair. One that has my medication and all my daily kind of stuff in it, and then the other one that I have specifically added onto this chair so that I can access the player card and have my drink with me, because we're allowed to take drinks as long as we have them from where it is. But I can't have an open drink. It's a manual wheelchair. My hands need to be on my wheels so I can move, and I have a travel mug with me. So I go up to the casino, and Mom goes in, and she's fine. And they look at me and they go, "You can't bring that bag in." And I'm like, it's fine. They go, "You can't bring that bag in." Now, I had just been talking with the head of security, who I didn't know was the head of security at the time. It's a very lovely lady. I was like, "Hey!" And I've become best friends with them because she was the one who had seen me crying in the elevator the night before and reported me. And so this morning she's like, "Hey, you feeling any better?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she goes, "I was the one that was looking at the cameras last night and saw you're sure you're okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I tell her what happened. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand why that would cause that. I'm glad it's doing better today." I said, "All we can do is hope that it gets better today." And she goes, Yeah. She sees me buy my cocoa. She sees me put it into my mug, and I'm like, "Yes, okay. I've got hot cocoa. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go win some money in the casino. We're going to have lunch. We're going to have dinner. We're going to do this. It's going to be great." Awesome. Go into the casino. The security personnel at the thing goes, "You can't come in here with that mug." And I'm like, it's filled with drink. I realize that it looks like an outside drink, but it's a travel mug that I have to have as an accommodation because I'm in a wheelchair. And she goes, "You can't bring that in here." I go, "It doesn't have alcohol or anything in it. And I bought it on premises." And she goes, "You still can't bring it in here." And Mom, by this point, is already in the casino going off to go look for a slot machine. And this woman is only giving me a problem. She's like, "You can't bring that bag in here either." And I'm like, "The bag is my purse. We're allowed to have a purse in the casino." And she goes, "Yeah, but you can't have a bag like that. It has to be a small bag." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's why this bag has my medication. You're welcome to look in it and make sure that I'm not bringing anything like drugs or a hacking machine or something like that, because I know that that's what they're worried about. They're worried about people coming in with hacking machines or something like that to damage or alter or, fuck with the machines." And I'm like, "You can check. This is my bag with my medication in it." I said, he goes, "Yeah, but what's that second bag?" And I go, "That has the player cards and my drink in it. I have to have it like this because otherwise it's going to spill and it's going to make a mess, and I don't want to make a mess for anybody." And she goes, "Well, we're going to have to wait until the head of security comes over." I go, "Okay." Now, the other security guard that I had been talking to the day before, when I'd gone in and had problems before, she not only was somebody who had to use a wheelchair herself on her days off, but she also helped train service dogs. And so we had been talking about service dogs and ADA compliance and all this other stuff, and I had been telling her about all my problems with them not being ADA compliant in a lot of places. And so I'm looking at her, and she goes, "I can't help you." She outranks me, and I'm like, "The fuck is going on here?" And she goes, "We're going to call the head of security." And I'm like, "Okay, go for it. I'm not causing a problem. You're the one causing a scene." And she calls head of security. The lady I had literally just been talking to 10 minutes beforehand walks over and goes, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "She won't let me in because of my bags." And she looks at my bags, and she looks at the security guard. She looks at me. She looks at my bag. She looks at the security guard, and she goes, "She bought that drink from the cafe right there. I just watched her. So if it's the drink you're concerned about, that's an accommodation, and she's allowed to have that. It's literally filled with a hot cocoa. I watched her buy from the cafe right over there." And she goes, "Okay, but what about this other bag?" And she goes, "She's only got it. Did you look inside of it?" "Well, no, I didn't look inside of it." "Then look inside of it and clear it as a bag that she can take into the casino." And so the lady is like huffing and puffing and like lets me in very reluctantly and like does her job. And I'm like, I understand following the rules. Perfectly fine with that. But that was a little extreme. And they go, yeah, do you want some help getting back there to Players Club? And I was like, yeah, I would appreciate it. Thank you. So the lady that trained service dogs was actually helping me get to different areas. You would think that would be the worst of it, but it wasn't. About 30 minutes, 45 minutes into being in the casino, my mom's chest starts hurting. And she's like, I think I'm having a heart incident. I'm going to go up to the room and lay down. I'm like, okay. So I help her get up to the room. I help her get laid down. She takes a nitro. She lays out. About 45 minutes later, she's like, yeah, this isn't stopping, and I'm pretty sure I'm having a heart attack. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you couldn't have had it on another weekend. She goes, apparently not. I said, is this heart incident that we need to go to the VA in Nashville, or is this heart incident that we need to call an ambulance right now? And she goes, let's call an ambulance. Hold on a second. Sorry, my friend is, I'm actually house sitting for my friend. I'm streaming from her house, so that was her checking in. She's coming. She's on her way home. So, so yeah, we're sitting there, and Mom's going, yeah, I think I need an ambulance because this is severe and serious. And I'm like, great. I can't call an ambulance. Okay, so I call down to the front desk, and I go, hey, my mom seems to be having a heart incident. We don't think it's an actual heart attack, really, but you remember how the security guard was kind of worried about us because she was looking kind of pale and not really feeling well? And they go, yeah. I said, can you guys call us an ambulance? And they go, is everything okay? And I go, we don't know yet. So they call an ambulance. Hold on. She called back to see if I wanted ice cream. So anyway, they have to call an ambulance for my mom. They call the ambulance gets there, and like an hour and a half, 2 hours later, about 45 minutes to an hour later, The ambulance leaves. They're saying, "Oh yeah, no, it's fine. You're perfectly fine." But we got the actual print off, and it literally said abnormal reading, and then they just let her go back into the hotel. So we take the reading, we take my mom, and we go. I take her and I drive her all the way to Nashville. No more casino, no more hotel, no more nothing. We leave everything in the hotel and I check with them and I'm like, hey, they were gonna take her to the local hospital, which we really don't like because they don't really do a lot. They said that she was fine. She's not feeling any better. I'm gonna take her to the VA hospital. So I take my mom to the VA hospital. I get back at like midnight that night and I go up to the front desk and I'm like, hey, um, can I get a late checkout tomorrow? They go, you're only just now coming back? And I'm like, yeah. They go, where's your mom? I said, they put her in the cardiac ward because there was something wrong with her heart. And they go, oh my god, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm very tired. They go, yeah, I can imagine. So, this is the weekend from hell, and this was all, like, is it 9 months after I won the fucking after I won the weekend. This was all 8 months after I won the weekend because it took so long just to try to cash it in. And then everything happened. So the next day I check out, it was fine. I cashed out, I got some of the money that I'd won. I won about $45 total, which is not a bad thing because that was free money. Literally, I didn't spend a dime in the casino that was mine. It was just from the free play stuff that they had given us. And it was just, when I go to check out, I'm like, hey, I overslept. Is it okay if I just... They're like, take all the time you need. You're fine. And I'm like, thanks. Because by then it's Monday. Nobody's actually in the hotel. Yeah, no, it was horrible. But the best thing about the entire situation is the fact that as of right now, I still have $20 worth of food money on the O'Charlie's gift cards because of the clerical error and giving me $750 worth of money gift cards for O'Charlie's. I got O'Charlie's last night. And I still have $20. Oh no, you say 20 years of bad luck in 1 week. Nope, that is a par for the course for me. When my best friend gets here, she can confirm this is just what my life is like on a daily fucking basis. I am not even joking. When I told my friends about what had happened, every single one of them was like, Azrea, you're literally the only person this kind of thing would happen to. And I'm like, yeah. So, fun fact, because the hotel was so ADA non-compliant, they called me and they were like, hey, how was your stay with us? And I was like, they wanted to check up with me because they'd had to call an ambulance, because they knew, because the security and everything knew about everything that had been a problem and all that. They actually called me up after everything was done. They were checking in with Mom. And they were checking in on us, and they wanted, they like, the hotel itself is actually full of absolutely wonderful people. They were really, really apologetic both for how long it had taken for me to be able to get the thing, all of the trouble that had happened because of everything that happened, the drugs in the room, everything like that. They were really, really supportive, really, really wonderful. And I can actually highly recommend this particular hotel and casino and all that because they really were really nice. And afterwards, the security team actually called me and they were like, "Hey, is everything okay? You know, you were the lady that we had to call the ambulance for. How did everything turn out? Is everything all right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I told them all what had happened about Mom's heart incident and all this. And I looked at it, I talked to him and I was like, "Hey, by the way, your hotel is really not ADA compliant." And they go, "What do you mean?" And I start telling them. I said, "I'm the kind of person who reads uh, OSHA manuals for fun." And so this was really just not very compliant and, could have been a whole lot better. If you guys were to get inspected, you would probably fail miserably. Um, I said, because you had this problem and this problem. And I went into detail on what all the problems were. And they actually have invited us back to um, double check, because they were actually talking to the uh, building managers and site manager to actually fix all of the ADA problems that were there. It wasn't even a phone call entry into the contest. It was an online entry into the contest on a radio station I don't listen to and was being forced to listen to by my coworker. And that's the best. My dad has been my dad has been teasing me about it, because especially since I was still using the Charlie's gift cards. All of this from a radio station I don't listen to because I hate the style of music. Because I don't think it's appropriate for anybody to be listening to, much less children. It's so crazy. It's absolutely fucking insane. My coworker was absolutely the cause of so much of my pain, up to and including my firing. So like, that was a horrible coworker. She really was. But it's a funny story. Like, in the moment, it wasn't the best, but it was like horrible. Hello, Jaxie C. Jaxie C. Corgsley. I love it, Jaxie C. Corgsley. That's a cool name. I like that. Hello, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm seeing lots of new names tonight. I'm kind of proud of that. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am creating sticker files for my brain goblins. Cookie! Ah! Corgi sea otter hybrid? Ah! I love that idea. That is absolutely adorable. Corgi sea otter hybrid. Oh my god. The little stubby legs that, yes, I will be looking that up. I will be looking that up because that sounds absolutely fucking adorable. I love it. Okay, I can do this. Ironically, one of the first furries I ever knew was a sea otter. Not a corgi sea otter, but a sea otter. Please do, go ahead. I absolutely will look through it. So these are brain goblins. The Thank you. I will have to look at it later. But I will definitely be looking at that. Because I love me some otters. I'm pretty sure that that will be taken out of context immediately, but that's fine. Yeah, the very first furry I ever knew. Cotton candy? Oh my god. Okay, you're already winning me over. Yes, I need to know why now. Yes. Okay, CD. I'll talk to you later. No problem. More art talk. I don't know anything about. That's okay. You go AFK. Take this moment to go AFK. Yes, I need to know. I loved it as a kid growing up, and also Hell of a Boss song, Cotton Candy Sweets. That I can go with that. Cotton Candy isn't absolutely fantastic. I just realized, speaking of music, I have no music going on because I was just storytelling. Let me throw my music back on. Yes. Cotton candy is legitimately and honestly my absolute favorite flavor and one of my favorite candies. The main reason being I was raised in a carnival. I'm not even joking about that. I am actually a carny. So yes, femboy Hooters ref. Look, femboy Hooters is absolutely a worthwhile business endeavor and should absolutely be followed. Come real close. I have autism. I have ADHD, dyslexia, dysgraphia, a whole bunch of stupid shit. I do not have a specialty in trains, cars, planes, or firearms. I'm a decent shot, for what that counts. But that's about it. The cure. It could be the cure. When you let love win. Let love win. Here we go. A little secret? What kind of secret? Also, since last month, well, affiliate. Oh, cool! Congrats! Affiliate is not easy to get. I'm very proud of you. Good job, good job, good job! This looks so... Why does it look bad? What have I done? At fully understandable, yeah, it is not an easy thing to hit. That is why I am so very proud of you. Congratulations! I do actually do line art for other artists. I actually I do these bases are mine. Um, I actually drew these. That's why they look so weird as is. Um, if you join the Suki is okay Discord, or if you join my Discord, which is the Stuffy Pile, um, you will see where I uploaded these. These are actually my own art. I do not pay for bases and alter them. I usually just do my own art. But I am available for line art commissions where if somebody else isn't good at digitizing theirs, like my best friend is very good at traditional art. She is not very good with, she's not very good with digital art. I'm good with digital art and only partially decent with traditional, as you can see. Bought a base, but sadly you've been waiting since September for a friend to get it done. Bought the otter base from Corgi Cam's wife Julian through coffee. How much to help edit a few Corgi features onto it? I welcome the challenge. Honestly, if you want to pop those to me, I can try. I have never actually done that kind of work before, so I have no guarantees on how it would turn out. So yeah. No problem here. I'm the easiest person on the internet to find. There you go. Yeah, you can pop that to me. I can take a look at it and see if there's something that I can do. Possibly. I honestly don't know. I can take a look. Uh, it never hurts to take a look, and I can play around with it at the very least, and kind of tell you if it's like I wouldn't necessarily charge anything for it outright. Just if you want to pay for it, you'd be welcome to donate. Because honestly, I have no idea what I would even charge for that. Um, let's never die. So yeah, I'll take a look at that. Just tell me when you've sent it, and I'll take a look at it. Live on the third floor. Oh, good luck. Don't trip down the stairs, please. Be careful. If you'd like an example, I don't have that file anymore. Damn. I've actually done adoptables and stuff. Awesome. Let me take a look. Let me zoom out of this so there's something slightly more interesting to look at. Let me see. Let me take a look at it and see. You can open it. Here you are. Alright. Open. I legitimately like Google Chat for this because it actually makes life so much easier. Alright, let's see. Water-based clean lines. Alright, let's see. There we go. Take a look. Can't preview the file. What kind of file is it? PSDs. Oh, they're PSDs. I don't... Let's see. Let's see. Oh, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I got this. It's just gonna take me a second. There it goes. Alright. Alright, sent to a file. Hey, stop that. Alright, let's see if I can open it. I'm not sure if I can open it with this or not, but I'm gonna try. If I can't, I may... Will you open a PSD? Ha ha ha! We may be able to open it. Let's see. In the jungle now, you want to make a fire but don't know how. You're alone in the jungle now, trying to survive. You're alone in the jungle now. I got to thinking about it, and I actually do what you're asking, because oh, okay. What kind of corgi features do you want on it? Like, are you looking for stumpy legs? Are you looking for fur? Holy crap, yeah. Ah, furry story commissions? That's so cool. Hi, Soba. Is Mommy home? Is Mommy home? Go get her. Hi, Heck. I didn't know you were sitting out here with me. Oh, look at all those layers. I can try? Oh, no, don't, like I said, don't worry about price, because you would literally be the first person to have ever actually asked me to do something. So... Normally, I do things, like I said, I convert... Okay, like what kind of, Hold on, let me make sure that my... Oh, okay, you guys can't actually hear my music right now anyway. Okay, so what kind of corgi stuff are you wanting? Like, are you wanting floof? Are you wanting... Tearful thoughts and prayers when they run. You're the... That's not the one. That was not the one I wanted. Where's the other one? Fat Rat. When you join the monkey choir, and you know what it's about. I love this song. Trying to survive. You're jungle now. So what kind of ideas you got? Because I could see... Do not throw garbage off of your balcony, you turd. Bad. So we could probably... Okay, hold on, let me see... I'm gonna do something absolutely, like, horrible, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So proud of what they are. That's not overriding it. Corgi thick on the thighs, waist, body, hips, chest fluff. Otter tail, chest tail. It's okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Let me come with that. Let me try this. Do this. Haha! And do this. Just for the fuck of it. Throw... Ah! Stop that. Wait, hold on. Let me throw my... I gotta throw my tunes back on. I can't breathe without music. Hold on. Yep. New album. Alright, so what about... And this is, like, super, like... Don't throw bags of garbage off your balcony! Let's try... It's easier to see. How about... You know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Not that thick. Let's go a little thinner. Let's try extending ears first. And muzzle's good. Let's do... Don't encourage him! Dude, not helping! Freaking... Vectors. Fucking... Vectors, thank you. There we go. Alright, so let's try... This is really rough, but, like... like I said, I do not worry about it. Like legitimately and honestly, um, like seriously, I have never done anything like this, so you are absolutely fantastic practice at the very least. Since I've never done anything like this, I would prefer. Like, I know that this isn't something that most people would probably say, but I almost would prefer the exposure.
Baby, don't you worry, I'll make sure that you're right. Baby, don't you worry about me, I will be fine. You, everything that's mine. Freedom looking down a telescope. Starlight never been so beautiful.
Because that's. I can do that. I think I can be pretty confident in doing that.
We'll be rising high
Like extending your color and stuff like that out to that.
be the same. Calling us to outer space, escaping gravity.
Probably do a little bit of extra floof around the chest, maybe? Take it. I didn't refill it when I got back. Yeah. At least there was. I didn't check whenever I got here today. I'm sorry. I have been refilling it. I refilled it yesterday. They dug through the water yesterday, and I had to clean up some of the water on the table. So there's that. Would that be okay? You can see it a little better. Hold on, let me... go here.
Touch the stars, find the center of the universe. New reality in front
There we go.
of us, escaping gravity. We'll be rising high above the rising sunset, never gonna be the same. Thunder calling us to outer space, escaping.
Are you talking to me, or are you still talking to them? Okay. So like something like that? And would you want the whole base, or do you just want the front? Oh, I don't mind doing good colors. I just wanted to know if that shape was gonna be okay. Because if that shape's gonna be good, after that it's just colors. And since these are flat, that's even easier because then I don't have to work with shading. You said you've got a gallery. You DM'd that to me, but I can't check it at this exact moment. I may be able to check it on the computer. Hold on. Haha, I can. I have not cleaned anything either. Not today. I've been cleaning it. I just didn't clean it today. I put it in there. I put it in there last night.
I think they set you up, Rose.
They did because I refilled both bowls.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
I've got a commission. Corgi nose and muzzle. From the front, that's kind of okay. From the side, though, I can see where. Right. Yeah, I was doing a art stream, and so Corgi nose would be straight. That's not right. Yeah, they definitely set me up because I refilled that last night. Because I was like, hey, you guys actually ate all your food last night. A little more like that. he doing? He has not done any of that the entire time. A, a corgi sea otter hybrid.
To the ends of the earth, ashes and dirt, whatever it's worth. I'm searching for you, heaven I'd move, all hell I'd walk through. I'd cross the line and back again for you. There's monsters that play, they're all in disguise. It's kill or be prey, and I will fight. I'm freezing tonight under bottomless skies, but I go on without you.
Did you find her? Is that where Bean is? Yeah, she has absolutely refused to let me see her at all. I've not even been allowed to know that she existed the entire time you've been gone.
She's still in trauma survival.
I don't take it. You know me. I'm not gonna take it personally. Oh yeah. Hi. Nope. There she goes. I noticed her. I acknowledged that she existed, and therefore she had to run away. I knew she was in here, but that was all I knew. That was that. Here comes Soba. Yeah, but he just jumped over me in order to get in there to you. What's crazy, CD? Not enough. No, they ignored me. The blue is my edit. Also, he has not bothered anybody the entire time you've been gone. That is mommy behavior only. No, they're all the same. They're all the same otter. They have stumpy tails. I don't know if I should stump off the tail or not. Yeah, would that be... Yeah, but would that be thick? Or would that be... Yeah. Because he wanted the nose and muzzle, corgi style. Wanted corgi ears. Did you want a long tail or did you want a short tail? Nope. And went AFK. Just as I was asking, went AFK. Which one? For Chipmunk? Yeah. That was kind of what I was looking at. I was thinking...
Still, it could be between otter and...
Yeah, which would just be... It'd basically just be stumping off the... about half the length.
Yeah, it's like a little up curl instead of a down.
Yeah. But... well, I don't know. Yeah, I know. That's actually what started it. I was doing... I've been doing goblin stickers. So I got 3. I've gotten 3 of them done so far, and I got Gobos. There he goes. I'm still working on that one.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So like you can still get the fuzzy butt.
So let's see.
Depending on what their fur color is.
Cotton candy.
Well, it kind of looks like a cherry. And you're looking
I love it. They probably will too.
really cute in
That-
cotton candy colors.
That would be absolutely fucking adorable in cotton candy colors.
And then you have the win-win with the tail and the...
Go from here. Go to there, I guess. To there.
I like your edits.
Add 2. Ah! No! Fucked up. There you go. Back onto the wrong layer, Crunk!
Do you want a flat desk?
Huh? No, I'm good. No, that was legitimately just me going onto the wrong layer.
Oh, and it would also complement their ears from the back, too.
Yeah,
Ears would be a
because the ears, yeah. That would actually work really well, and I think they'll like it.
Yay, I helped. That's all I tell my therapist I want to do, and no one listens. I just want to help. Sofa, I'm sitting down. You want to come sit?
There we go.
Sofa, come sit with me. Come sit with me, baby. You want to just sit? Yeah? You be sit with
And
me.
then
You want to sit with me?
over here and do...
It's okay.
Since it'd still be a pretty muscular tail. Go here. Do that, and then...
I'm sorry. I won't do it again this summer. I'm sorry.
Terrible mother.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Look at his butt. Do you see this butt? What is going on with this butt? What is going on?
Literally hasn't come down the stairs the entire time you've been gone. Has insisted
Well,
the...
he's been downstairs.
Oh no, okay, yeah, that's Isis. Isis has been downstairs. Osiris has not come down the stairs.
I'm not surprised.
He has stayed upstairs, has refused. Fluffy like a Welsh corgi, kinda rough and long as a sea otter, both as one. So what do you think? Okay. So how about this? Does this work?
No, not with the I still think it should go up more.
Well, I'm probably gonna move it up more here in just a minute, but I'm trying to find out.
I think it either needs to slump down for relax or be up and waggy for happy. When it's exactly mid-ground, it looks like they're tense. Just because it's kind of floating there. So muscle-wise,
Okay, yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
I think it should... I like the
Aha.
look of the otter tail. I think just behavior-wise, it should be up or down.
Okay. Let's
You
see.
can add a little, like, a couple little of those blue line floof
That's not
at
what
the
I want.
end to kind of carry the fur pattern down a little bit. Maybe it's not as shaggy, but just a couple little...
Keep the otter tail, but as Wool Mama Welsh Fluffy. Okay, so they... Yeah, they want it. They want extra fluff.
Oh, yep.
So they want the long tail, but they want fluff.
Oh, so just lots of floof.
Lots of floof. They just want all the floof.
Okay.
Works for me. so let's go with and do this and just that is stop that. Okay. Where'd my pointer go? There's my pointer. Yeah. There you go. And back out again. So just all the floof on the tail. Yes, CD? Yeah, okay. If I'm still here, go for it. Pop back in. Okay, so floof. That's not the right floof. And
Okay, baby. Silva, leave her be. Come here, babe. Silva. Silva. Be nice to your sister. What? Be nice to your sister, please.
so maybe something like that. Take all this floof. Maybe. Go because I'm on fucking. Got all the extra. Got some long body.
Here you go, Silva. Here. Here. That's my good boy. Yes, I would love to answer you. Can I hold the phone with one hand and picture your phone hand?
No.
Please? You love. I love. Silva. I missed you so much. I missed you all so much. I missed you so much. It's okay, I just talked. It's okay. Did you take one sniff of the banana and get high? Are you serious?
Probably.
Okay, then both hands palm down and put your straight face down. Yeah, well those dogs were doing a dog bark in my face. I was like, I miss my fuzzy kitty. I just love you, sweetie. You can watch it. I know you like to watch animation. You can watch. It's okay.
Okay, and probably some floof. Down floof. Cheek floof. Okay, the floof on the tail is actually seems to be working.
Yeah.
Extra floof. Too long. Short floof.
You can't get as fast, but you can get far. You can go by yourself, okay?
Just move.
Oh, you can't jump with that stuff on the table.
Is the box in the way?
Yeah, that's usually the corner she jumps to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You go around, baby. I promised you pets. I promised. Bite my leg. That's part of my leg. Oh, you want the mark? I thought he was going, this smells like dog.
Ah, nom 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 nom. Yeah, I think I could probably do that. What was that?
That's Truffles being a ninja. And she's a ninja. I'm telling you.
And I'm telling you, she hasn't moved the entire time you were
So
gone.
thing.
Okay, she has not moved with sound the entire time you were gone. She's just refused.
She can be silent when she wants to. She wanted me to know her presence.
Clearly. Believe me, I would have been noticing those. Okay.
Oh, it is okay. It is okay. Let's watch out.
I think that's about what you're looking for. Hopefully. I don't know. Basically making something extra floofy, as I think is all I want. This is the most activity any of them have shown.
Of course.
She would maybe sit over there somewhere and glare at me. He would walk up to me every now and then and just kind of walk past, like, oh, you're still here, kind of thing. Truffles, no, she was up there and she'd stay there, or she'd go in the window and she'd stay there. I wouldn't see her, except that one time when she came over here. That one picture that I got of her, that was the only time that she came out of the window and out of that corner.
You don't have to go that way, baby. that was good. It was good. She knew what she was doing.
She may not have studied math, but she could do calculations.
She knows physics.
She knows physics. If you want to turn anything on, feel free. I mean, I'm not. No, you're fine.
You see, this is what he does with his claws. He acts like he's just resting, but the claws have nails
Well, you might, think that you can get away.
Is the draft in Centaur World the Magic Josh?
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't just.
No, it's not just you. How far have you watched, by the way?
I ended up binging the first season because I couldn't sleep because my tummy was too painful and I needed a distraction. Then I stopped, and I'm totally watching it again.
Oh, I've already seen it 3 times.
Okay, see, that's.
So
I knew you wouldn't mind,
I do not mind watching it again and again.
but
I've turned it on as background noise before, so.
yes. The alpaca.
And I'm still not entirely sure if I should be offended or not that I am Wamawink.
I was so surprised when you didn't say Wamawink. I'm like, you're obviously Wamawink.
I don't know if I want to be Wamawink.
I know I am horse for all her faults.
Yeah, no, you are horse. You're
Wamawink.
you're
I'm
horse.
sorry, but Wamawink is the best.
I like Wamawink, and it's
Her anxiety and her caring.
yeah, no, and that's why I'm like, I'm not sure if I should be offended or not that I'm Wamawink.
Yeah. I saw little Wamawink. I'm like,
Baby Wamawink.
yes!
And that's why I'm not sure if I should be offended or not that I'm Wamawink. So it's like, no, I'll protect you, little bug.
Think of all the friends you adopted. You would
Shut-
totally put them in a big protective dome. and feed them
Shut,
pancakes.
shut up. Giggle kinks.
Giggle cakes. I'm sorry. Giggle cakes. And you remember how narrow-minded I used to be.
I'm not sure if I should take offense at this or not.
You should just accept it.
I'm gonna accept it, but I feel like it should be an insult.
She also is very knowledgeable and talented, but also dropped out of college. So
100%. I will grant you that.
for the same reason.
For the exact same reason. I feel like this is an insult, but I'm taking it as an insult.
Oh, you want to watch it? Is that why you got up so I could turn it on?
He's like, the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, trust.
I was about to say, I have Netflix, so you can just log into mine and I'll throw my information on there for it. What was that noise?
You heard it too? Was it the machine?
I don't think that was the machine. It wasn't my machine.
Sounded like a hawk. Yeah. I'm sorry.
I think it was a cat.
Maybe.
But I don't know which cat.
Well, Binks can throw, or not Binks. Bean can throw her voice.
It sounded like it may have been a very small cat.
She can throw her voice and sound like multiple cats talking at the same time. Hi, Truffles. Hi. Goodness, this girl drives funny smells. I'm sorry. I've never been away for a little bit while you were here. I know. I'm sorry. You were so good, Doka. You protected the house? Yep, I'm sure you did.
And she was mad that I didn't respond to her being at the door the way that you do. On the back, can you meet the butt? Yeah. I'm gonna fix the back view because I haven't actually done. I've literally done nothing with the back view yet. So. This way you'll have a full reference. Hopefully. I was about to say, you may have to log me You may have to log me in, I'm not sure.
Well, we don't have it turned on, right? So.
Damn it.
You want the light on?
I forgot that one turned on. I got it. I need to move anyway, I haven't moved in a while.
Okay.
I did the thing where add the stockings looking. I have not looked at your gallery yet, so I don't know what the stockings and stuff look like yet. Oof, yeah, I'm fine. I knocked my own shit over. Ah, crap. I made the mistake. Oh, there it is. Oh, good, they played Crab Souls.
Okay, we'll play that then. I haven't seen it yet. But once I had TV, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll just watch Terraria.
Yeah, I allow links in here. You're welcome to post a link. Crud. Mom. Mom. Bring him something other than nuggets. He's tired of them. God. Okay. I will pick this up at my house. Do that. Gotta pack up. Stop, 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 stop. I'll try to pick it up back up at the house, so so just keep an eye out for the stream starting back up whenever I get home. Yay, okay. I will open that up and get a look at it. Ba-ba. Aw, so cute! You do have a little short tail! And it does look exactly like the tail that she drew! God damn it!
So it was a good idea.
That was a good idea, yeah, that's exact, yeah.
Also explains why she didn't want to shorten it more.
Yeah, no. Okay. Alright, otters do have different tails, and you do want an otter tail, not a corgi tail, which is why you wanted the longer tail. Understandable, but yeah, no, I just thought that was funny. That was exactly my friend is an art person, and legitimately when they looked at what I was doing, she was like, "Oh, well, what if you did this?" And she drew that exact tail, like, over on the thing. So, I just thought that was funny. Okay. The little fluffy corgi butt. No, sorry. No worry about it. I got it. I think that's working. That what I've got is working out. I will go back to streaming it as soon as I get home and get reset up and everything like that. So, you'll be good. So I'll be back on in probably like half an hour or so. Half an hour, 45 minutes or so.
See, she's been watching you from the shadows. You just never sensed her presence. She's like right over your shoulder, staring at you.
Oh, yeah. No, she only just started that yesterday. That is new.
Letting you know
Letting
that she
no
was there was
getting that close to me and letting me know that she was there. That's him dragging his butt on the floor. Okay. Yeah, I'll